Hello and welcome to Studio Stream. My name is Belle. I'll be your instructor. This is Bar Blast. So we've got 30 minutes of full body strengthening, flexibility, all of the things. What you need today is a ball or a small pillow, something of that size will be fine, a folded up blanket, and then also your long TheraBand. So this one is black, but if you've purchased our prop pack to go along with this, use the green one. So, or whichever one you have at home. So that is what you need, and a mat if you'd like. But with that, we will go ahead and get started. Take your legs nice and wide. Deep breath in, arms lift. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, big lift. Exhale, lower. Now raise it up and then take it over your left leg. Bring your hands to your shoulders. Push through the heel, stand tall. Inhale, lower. Push through the heel, bring it back up. Let's go again. Down and up. Down and up. Let's pick up that tempo, take up space, moving energy through the upper body, through the lower body. Down and up. Lower and lift. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn long ways on the mat. I want you to anchor through the left foot. Inhale, step the right leg back. Exhale, step it up, toes to touch. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, step it up. Let's do 2 more. You have the option to float that leg in front of you if you'd like, challenging your balance, staying in that single leg stance on that left side, and then change legs. Left leg back. Inhale. Exhale up. Toes to touch. Inhale and exhale. Maybe float that leg in front of you, finding your balance, keeping the right leg bent. Exhale, step it up. Drop the feet underneath the hips. Inhale, big lift, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge it over towards the floor. Let's rest here for a moment, stretching through those hamstrings. Maybe bend the knees back and forth. We're going to be in our first plank on full arms and toes, starting in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk out onto those hands, take the legs back. 80 seconds are on the clock. So press back through the heels. What I don't want is here, and I don't want here. So find this really happy medium where you're in a nice straight line. Core pulled to the spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rotate over onto your left side in a side plank. Bring the right palm up. We're going to lift, reach, stretching tall, and then lower the palm back down. Inhale, big lift. Exhale, big lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now, swing it forward. Take it over to the other side. Same thing on this side. We lift. Opening up, stretching through that top body, and then lowering back down. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back center. Let's tap both knees down, lift back up to finish. Woo! Now, let me remind you, this is your class, so take this at your own pace, modify however you need to. We rest in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Or earlier if you're me. Or earlier if you're you and you want to rest earlier than my countdown. We're going to lie all the way down on our bellies. Relax your upper body fully and then float the legs off the floor. So this is, usually before I had Hazel, my legs would be much, much higher. But today, we're here. So find what level works for you, and then we're going to flutter kick the feet back and forth. Ideally, the thighs are going to be really, really high off the floor. That's going to get more hip extension, more activation through the glutes. But just know that that's the goal. Something you can work towards, but find contentment in the spot that you're at right now. We go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift both legs together, lower back down, up and down, up and down. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the chest, come to goalpost, lift the legs, flutter kick here without moving the chest. Just holding here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift the legs, still holding the chest steady. One thing I don't want is for you to keep the chin really high, closing down the back of our neck. I want you to tuck and keep your gaze down towards the floor. So often we're here looking at our phones all day long, so we're going to oppose that for just a moment. We go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last change. I want you to lift to your highest point. We're just going to pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Lay all the way flat on your belly. Relax the head. Take deep breaths, fill the belly, and then passively exhale. One more big breath in and out. As you're ready, grab your ball or pillow, whatever prop it was you grabbed at the beginning of class, and then bring it back behind your lower back. Okay, before we begin, I want to be very clear about your 2 options. Your first option can be to be here, hands behind your head, lower down, lift back up. Option number 1. Option number 2 that is more challenging, I want you to lower down over the ball and then tuck the chin, exhale, lift all the way up. So you're getting a really big stretch on those your rectus abdominis here. Also, this is the 3rd time I've done this within the past 24 hours. So I'm going to take the modified version. Another thing that you can do to modify is take your hands back behind your legs to lower down and then lift back up. What I do want is your chin to be tucked. So tuck, roll, and lower back down. So go ahead and start this. You can play around with these options that I gave. Maybe start with the more challenging one, see how that feels, and then modify from there. Another thing you can do to modify is bring the band back behind your legs, anchor through that, roll back over, tuck the chin, lift up. I really like this modification more than anything because you're getting the support that you need, yet you are working or you're providing that load to the core in the stretched position. We lift up, tuck, lower back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up about halfway. Take it back, little stretch, up, little lift. Back, and up. So notice my chin is tucked. I'm looking straight past my knees here. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Now I want you to press back. So think about sending belly button straight back into the ball. We go for 8, 7, tiny pulses, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring the hands behind the head or at your chest. We're going to twist to the right, lower back down. So as you twist, you're lifting up and then lowering back to the ball. If this is too much, it's feeling like a lot for me today. So I'm going to bring the band around my right leg, bring my left hand here, twist up. That feels so much better, much more doable for me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here, turn, bring it back without the lift this time. So you're just twisting while holding low. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's change sides. This time, adding the lift, hands can be at your chest at prayer, and you're still lifting, rotating up, or they can be back behind your head. You can have that band behind the left leg. That's what I prefer. That's what feels right for me right now. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stay low. Add the twist without the lift. rotate, bring it back, twist, bring it back. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have one more change for our ab work, and then we're going to stretch it out. So roll all the way back to where the ball is underneath your lower back. Lift the toes. Let's do lower body curls here. Take it up, bring it down. Up and down. Now try and make this come from here versus through the arms. I'm taking this very, very gentle, very, very easy. One thing I want you to avoid is this motion and then bouncing back on the ball. So keep this really nice and controlled. We go for 8, 7, you got this, 6, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's it. Lower the legs, bring the ball underneath your lower back like it was earlier, and just let the hips drop all the way to the floor. Bring the arms overhead. It is super important with core work that we are allowing the muscles to go back to a rested, relaxed state. So let's do that now. Inhale, really fill your belly up with air. Passively exhale. Go again, inhale. And exhale. Awesome work. Roll off the side of the ball and then make your way up. Take the legs straight back behind you. We're headed into push-ups. You can take these push-ups on your knees, on your toes, or at an elevated surface like the bar or a wall. We start in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. Bring it up. Down and up. It's 8, 7, 6. You got this. 5. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay low, pulse it down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk the hands directly under the shoulders wherever you're at, whether you're on the floor, elevated surface. Bring the hands right underneath the shoulders. I want you to squeeze the elbows in, tricep push up, come back up. We go down and up, nice and slow. Go down and up. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it low, pulse it down. 8, 7, your lowest point. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoo, shake it out. Okay, make your way to your mat standing and grab your long band, whether it be the green or black or whatever color it is you have. Take both feet on top of the mat and then bring the hands by your side. Grab really low so that you have a good amount of resistance here. We're curling to the shoulders, lower back down slow. Take it up and down. Try and create a nice gentle bend through the knees here. This activates the quads and the hamstrings just a little bit to protect that joint. Take a little bit of pressure off of your knees. Up and down. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift the right arm. Now lift the left arm. Switching between those sides here. As you lift that individual arm, think about it. Take your mind on the right side, then take it to the left side. Very consciously thinking right and left here. This activates our motor neurons even more. We go for 4, 3, which increases strength, 2, and 1. Hold the left arm halfway. Curl just the right arm. Take it up and down, up and down. It's 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the right arm halfway. Curl the left arm. Bring it down. Take it up. If you notice, I'm adjusting the resistance for me. I'm lessening it. So if you need to bring it down a notch, bring it down a notch. Or maybe grab lower on the band to bump it up. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both hands halfway. Open up just slightly, so not all the way out to the side. We're kind of on the diagonal. Reach forward, bring it back. This is getting our shoulders here. We go up, back, up, and back. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold out tiny punches. This is our last thing. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lose the band. Let's stretch it out for a second. I want you to reach back behind you, interlace those fingers together, and stretch the shoulders back. This is option number 1. Option number 2, wrists can be like this. Option number 3, here. Option number 4, here. Just trying to rest the hands back behind you. Inhale. And exhale, release. Take the left arm up, palm faces into your back. We're going to pull the elbow over, stretching through those triceps. Inhale. And exhale, release. Change those sides. Opposite arm comes up, palm faces into your back. We pull the elbow over. Deep breath in and out. One more. Inhale and exhale, release. Make your way down back to the floor. We're going to flex the toes. Hands come directly underneath your shoulders. Also, you're going to need that ball. Bring the ball in between your knees. Grip the floor with your hands. Grip the floor with your toes. We hover those knees in 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're not here long. So notice that I'm really close to 90-degree angles through my legs. I don't want you to be here, and I don't want you to be here. This is going to feel a lot easier. We're trying to really get those quads and hamstrings, so the knees need to be right under the hips. We go for 4, 3, stay hovered, 2, and 1. Now squeeze the ball in and in. Squeeze and squeeze. You got this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now tap the knees to the floor, lift back up. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. You keep going. You've got this. You've got one more change. We're going to tap and then squeeze in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap down, squeeze, tap, and squeeze. 8, 7, strongest 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Lose the ball. Make your way up to standing. Turn and face me. Be long ways on the mat. Rotate the toes out to the side. We're going to drop down into a wide second grand plie. Bring the hands to the chest. Take it down. Bring it up. Down and up. Starting here. Now, if you feel any discomfort through the spine, through the pelvis, whatever it might be, what you can do, walk those legs in just a little bit and don't go as far. What I do want you to be mindful of is to not be here as we do these. I want you to stay nice and tall, like you're sliding down a wall. The reason is this is going to get more of your quads and hamstrings quads versus the glutes and hamstrings, which we're going to focus on in just a second. So we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold low. Turn over to the left side and then bring it back center, back low. Turn. I want you to take this really slow here. Whoo. And down. Bring it up. Turn. Over and down. You can hold on to something if you'd like. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn back to the left. Stay low in this lunge. Pulse down. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back center. We rotate to the other side. Over, down, bring it back, out. Over, down, bring it back, out. You can take this slower if you need to. Whatever pace feels right for you. Ooh, my legs. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, turn back over to that right side, pulse down. Try and get those legs as close to 90-degree angles as you can. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last change, come back center, take it all the way to the floor, pulse down. Not all the way to the floor, but come back center, take it as low as you can. Now for this last change, as you're pulsing, you can add those arms, reach overhead, and pull down with each pulse. It's 8, low is 7, strong is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Turn long ways on the mat. Take the right leg forward. Left leg comes back. We sink low into a lunge. Deep breaths in and out. One more. Inhale and exhale. You have the option to open up to the side if you'd like, adding some rotation through your spine. This is really good for your nervous system. Great for your flexibility. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's rock backwards and then roll back forwards, back and forth. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay pressed back, flex the foot, hinge over at the waist. Keep the left knee directly underneath your hip here. Flatten the back. If you're having to really round through the shoulders, raise up, either holding onto the ball, a surface, a yoga block. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change sides. Right leg back, left leg forward. We sink into that low lunge. Deep breath in and out. One more. Inhale and exhale. Maybe open up over that left side, lifting the chest, rotating through the arms here, and then lowering back down. One more. And back. Let's rock backwards and then roll back forwards. Back and up. Take it back and up. One more. Now press it back, flex the foot, hinge over at the waist. Keep the right knee directly underneath the hip. Flatten your back. Option to raise up. I want your back to be as flat as possible. I feel mine being pretty rounded at that lower spine, so I'm going to raise up a little bit on this ball. Inhale and exhale. One more deep breath in and out. Release. Okay, you have made it to our glute work. I want you to take the band, wrap it around the top of your knees. So not directly on that joint, but just above it. And then take your long band and loop it around. Secure it however works best. I realize I've got dark clothes on and you cannot see the band, but it's right around the top of my knees. Now roll all the way back onto your back. Once you're here, you're going to walk the legs out of about, they're going to be hip distance, maybe a little bit further than that. So you should feel a little bit of resistance of that band. From there, float the hips just barely off the floor and then lower back down. So we lift and down. Take it up and down. This is more of a pelvic tilt rather than a bridge. We're going to get into that bridge in a second, but I want you really tucking and then relaxing back as you lower those hips to the floor. So almost like you're rolling your pelvis forward and then rolling it back as you lift high. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now follow that motion all the way up into a high bridge and then lower back down. Relax the hips. Tuck, lift, bring it down, lower. You should feel the sides of your glutes activating as well by keeping that press out on the band and with those feet positioned a little bit wider than normal. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, let's pick up that tempo. Tuck, take it down, bring it up. So we're going a little bit faster here. Really tucking the hips under, still following that same motion. A scoop and then a lower. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold high, press knees out against that band. This is our last change, and then we stretch. That's it. Take it out and out. Well, we got one more plank, but we're almost to a stretch. Press out and out. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips slowly. Pull the knees into your chest. Maybe rock from side to side. Now, as you're ready, let's raise it up. Take the legs straight back behind you. Keep the band on. We're headed into our plank. You're going to be on elbows and toes for 80 seconds, starting in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press back through those heels. Hips are nice and lined up with your shoulders. So we're not dropping super low. We're not lifting super high. I am fatiguing pretty well here, so I'm going to lower my knees down and keep my hips nice and straight in line with my shoulders. For your first change, we're going to float the left leg against the band and pulse to the top. Take it up and up. If you're on your toes here, this is what that'll look like. You're almost there. I'm going to come up to quadruped here versus the plank because I'm fatiguing even more. Now let's change sides. So float the right leg, pulse it up. Lift, lift, up, and up. You got this. Also, you can modify, adjust this however you need to. If you want to lose the band, if you want to just hold in this plank instead, if you want to take quadruped like me, that's fine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last change. Tap both knees down like we did earlier. Lift back up. Take it down. Bring it up. Down and up. You're almost there. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. I want you to lose the band and then lower down into child's pose. Take those knees wide, toes come together. Hips are going to drop as close to the floor as possible. Breathe deep. You have the option to stay in center, or you can slide the right arm under, thread the needle. As you're ready, let's change those sides. Opposite arm comes under, or you can still be in center. Inhale and exhale. Let's roll forward and through in center to cobra. Lift the chest, hips are low. Maybe rock from side to side, maybe tuck the chin. Inhale and exhale. One more deep breath in and out. Slide the hips up and then bring the legs out to the side into straddle. Bring the hands forward and slowly lower the chest towards the floor. Hands can reach out as far as you'd like in front of you. You could lower onto forearms. You could stay tall. This is where I'm feeling right now. Inhale and exhale. Walk it over to your left side. Reach for those toes. Deep breath in and out. Take the right arm on the inside of that left arm on the inside of that left knee, and then pull the right arm up. Inhale and exhale. Bring it down. Change sides. Walk it over to the other leg. Your right side, drop the chest. As you're ready, bring the right arm on the inside of that right leg. Pull the left arm tall. Squeezing shoulder blade back. Exhale, release. Let's come back center one more time. Maybe sink it a little bit lower than you did that first time. Inhale. And exhale. Raise it up. Take the legs over to one side of your mat and lie all the way back. We've got 1 minute in Shavasana here. I'm going to be totally silent. I want you to just relax flat on your back with your eyes closed and breathe. As you're ready, gently open your eyes and roll to your side. Come back to sitting. Find a comfortable cross-legged seat and bring those arms by your side. Inhale, big lift, arms to the ceiling. Exhale, bring it down, one ear falls. Exhale, slowly roll forward and through. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it down, opposite ear falls. Same thing. Roll the head forward and through. Inhale, big lift. Exhale, bring it down. Give yourself a round of applause. Great work today. Remember to take this once a week for this month, and notice how your strength improves every single week. Those planks are going to get easier, the abs, everything is going to get easier. You're going to feel stronger. Thank you again, and I will see you next time.